From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. From his end zone is K.J. Hill. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Chris Jones on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. On play action, it's Mahomes. Steps away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Second and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. So for the Chargers, it's their first meeting this year against the AFC champs. And these two division rivals, they go back to the AFL days. But this, Charles, kind of a measuring stick game, you feel like, for a young Chargers team.
It certainly is, because when you match up with Kansas City, who has dominated in recent years, and feels like they'll continue to dominate for the foreseeable future. You've got to have a reason for optimism. And this team, under new management with a new head coach, and they feel like they've made some great strides in free agency in the draft. They feel like they can go ahead and start pursuing Kansas City once again.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On first down now, a run with McKinnon. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 38, Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll run on first down. McKinnon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. McKinnon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. In on the tackle, the former All-Pro Chris Harris. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second down, McKinnon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. His pass caught with the 4. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
has it knocked free. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the...
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 14 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson. Now Herbert off the bootleg, rolling to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And some room to run now. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
What we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. The dangerous Hill now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
7 yards, the pickup there. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trey McKitty, the tight end, his intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Flush to his right. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Past the 20, 10, run, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
That pick six extending this lead even further. Now, boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll roll him out right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Another huge season last year for Tyreek Hill, teaming up with Patrick Mahomes. Close to 1,300 yards receiving. 15 touchdowns as well. That was second only to Devontae Adams. We know about the big plays. Also makes the dependable chain-moving catches as well.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 43. 87's getting the ball. 87's getting the ball. 49.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They complete it to Hill. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to be out down inside inside the 20 at the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Yellow. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hatchet. Hey, yellow, go.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Mahomes going to throw. The quick slant caught. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the 3rd quarter of action. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
On 2nd down now, McKinnon, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now here's Mahomes. On the move to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So
on Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
1st down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Now a give, this is McKinnon. 67 yards on the ground for him so far.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Attack, attack! Launch 49! I don't even know why this team showed up. 49!
On first down, McKinnon, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 14-yard line.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Man out, man out, man out, man out. 49.
Here again is McKinnon. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. Butker's kick here is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a 1-play drive.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Herbert on first down now. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's by himself, Keenan Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 61 yards. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one is...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Rolling to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
27 yards there, a first down. Herbert off of play action. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 15 now. Herbert going right side here, and that's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. 3rd down now. His pass caught at the 4. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second down and goal. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Justin Jackson there to make the grab. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this returnable for Hill. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams. 75 yards. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, they're still very much in the driver's seat. But this second half, this offense has not looked as crisp as the first half. And now with a touchdown that just happened against them, I don't know, things are a little more interesting right now.
And so often in games we talk about a defense picking up for their offense. I think in this case, this offense needs to pick up for their defense. Let them get some rest on the sidelines now since they just gave up a score. And as you noted, they need to get that Christmas back from the first half. They need a big drive here.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They run once more with McKinnon. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on first down. McKinnon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Here's McKinnon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone is K.J. Hill. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said,
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And now hang on here. I believe, yeah, that is Justin Herbert, the young quarterback, still down. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Herbert throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Herbert to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. McKinnon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, one